What is going on to my lovely Virgos? Butch Tarot here. I am going to do a general read. It is for the month of December, from now to the end of December. Like I said, it is a general read. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. First, I want to say, you know how much I appreciate you. If you don't, I appreciate you. I hope you have an amazing holiday. Whatever you celebrate, Hanukkah, winter solstice, Christmas. I just hope you surround yourself with people that love you and that you love. I hope you're happy. I hope you have full bellies. I hope you get exactly what you want. With all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what message do we have for Virgos for December 2026, 2025? What is going on for Virgos for December 2025? All right, Virgos. So, first thing I'm seeing, Virgos, is I feel like there's a little bit of overwhelming energy around you. I just threw the card right on the floor. I'm going to go get it. Well, I have pants on. So that's good. Two of Pentacles. Wow, this started out right. I always say that I wonder sometimes when I watch tarot readers and stuff that are on a desk, I always wonder if they have pants on. It's a weird thought. Anyway, now you know. I do. So the Two of Pentacles, I feel like there's like some overwhelming energy, like just feeling overwhelmed. You know, and I feel I just feel like this stress, this late nights, not being able to sleep. You know, I just feel like there's this overwhelming energy, like I said, and it's kind of got you down. Feeling like you have too much going on, you know, too many things happening and not enough hands. But like they say, it's always darkest before the dawn. Because I do feel you're going to have an extra set of hands. You know, I see someone new coming in. And with this person, just very friendly. You know, very friendly. Just very nurturing. You know, they just show up and they show up for you. You know, with the Queen of Pentacles, it's just this very nurturing energy this person provides. You know, it's just kind of like a breath of fresh air. You know, just kind of feeling like right place, right time type energy. Like, it's very trusting. Like I said, very generous, very trusting. With the Knight of Pentacles, just like a good person. You know, with this person, I mean, it's like exactly what you've been waiting for. You know, with the Three of Wands, it's that ship finally coming in. You know, and it couldn't come at a better time. You know, it does seem quite spontaneous. You know, it's almost like things are, you know, it's like perfect timing, but things are aligning for you is what I see. I see a lot of abundance coming your way. And I feel like this person plays a role in that. Now, with this person, very confident, very sure of themselves. They have their shit together. I mean, we have the King of Pentacles, that Leo energy, you know, or King of Wands. You know, very confident. You know, and not cocky, but just confident. Just, they got this flow about them. Very, very passionate. You know, when they talk about things, it's the way they talk about things. They're very passionate about what they do. It's very passionate about who they are. You know, and like I said, with the King of Pentacles, they have their shit together. You know, you see so much potential in this person very early on. We have the Page of Wands. You know, seeing a lot of potential in this person. And the thing that I really enjoy about this, that I feel like you're going to enjoy the most, is, because this is your read, they're not coming in for me, is the fact that this person, just when you think you figured them out, just when you think they just couldn't get any better, they do. You know, like I said, they're very confident, very passionate about their dreams, their goals, and they share that with you. You know, it's like I said, it's a breath of fresh air. They bring us this sense of balance. You know, with a temperance, just this very healthy, balanced energy. I mean, because we have the King of Pentacles. You know, they have their shit together. The King of Wands, very confident. But we also have the King of Cups. You know, I feel like this person, like I said, they're more than you expected. You know, and for Virgos, that's a big deal. Virgos tend to have high standards. And when you meet someone that exceeds your standards, it just gives more... It just gives you more of that feeling, you know, because sometimes I feel like with Virgos is they know they have high standards, and sometimes it's almost like no one's ever going to live up to that, and people will tell you that, your friends, your family, you know, your standards are too high, you're never going to find that person. You know what? The hell with all those people, look what you found. Like I said, with the King of Cups, this is someone looking for something real. This is someone that wants to build something, that wants to establish something. And like I said, I mean, I just feel like there's really strong connection right off the beginning with this person. Like I said, feeling very comfortable, feeling very trustworthy. They feel very generous, very loving energy from this person. Like I said, they're passionate, they're confident. But that doesn't overshadow... You know, this person just got a lot of love to give. And like I said, with the King of Cups, they're very emotionally mature. This is someone looking to build a foundation, and I feel like they're looking your way. You know, and it's going to be very easy to fall with this person. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of temptation with this person. You know, a deep connection, but it's kind of like having your cake and having a lot of icing on it too. You know, it's just this deep connection. It only becomes deeper and deeper, and like I said, it's something that you feel like you can trust. It's just an automatic sense of trust with this person. It's how confident they are, how passionate they are, how open they are with sharing their dreams and their goals. You know, they're establishing something with you. They're building something with you. And that's on purpose. You know, we have the Four of Wands, building that foundation. This person doesn't hesitate when they didn't get to where they're at by making bad decisions. They got to where they're at by making good decisions, and you're the best decision they'll ever make. And you'll feel it. It's the way they look at you. It's the way they talk to you. It's the way they listen to you. You know, it's a back and forth with this person. It's not just this person coming in, telling you all about them and all about what they want to know about you. They want to know about your hopes, your dreams, and they want to be part of it. I mean, like I said, very nurturing energy with Aquarius energy with the Star card. Very nurturing. You know, we also have the Queen of Pentacles. I mean, this is someone that just has this ability to just show up. You know, and I feel like I'm going to sneeze. I apologize. I think. Maybe not. Seven of Pentacles, you know, being on the same page. It's very easy to be on the same page with this person. It's very easy to, because I feel like they're very open. You know, it doesn't feel like they're hiding anything from you. And that's what kind of feeds into that feeling very trusting of this person very quickly. And with the Eight of Pentacles, I mean, this person shows up. They put in the work. They show up for you. And that's one thing with Virgos is they don't always have people show up for them like they should. You know, Virgos will show up for anybody. They put themselves out there for people. And to have someone to show up for you, I mean, I feel like that can only be good news. Now, with this connection, like I said, we had the Lovers card. I mean, this connection becomes more and more clear and more hands-on, more easy to see. You know, we got new love, but we have new love, and I feel like, I feel like the universe is just giving you an early gift this year because you've been good. You know, you're on the good list. Because I see the family. You know, I feel like with this person, very traditional. I'm getting a very traditional vibe from this person. Family is important to them. Building is important to them. Trust is important to them. And that's why they are so open. That's why they are so forthcoming. And that's why they want to share their hopes and dreams, both theirs and yours. You know, and I feel like, I mean, with we have the Hierophant, that Taurus energy, I feel like this very strong union between the two of you. I feel you're going to build something very special with this person. Now, I don't want to take away from any of this. I do feel like this is something that you're building something great, and great things take time. You know, I mean, I feel like with this person, the friendship is going to be the foundation, you know, that we build upon. But I see, I mean, ending this with the Seven of Pentacles, or Seven of Cups. I feel like I got to sneeze, but I'm still waiting. So my brain's a little bit mushy. Seven of Cups. Like I said, just when you think that you've seen it all, just when you think you got this person figured out, you know, you see more and more, and just filling up your cups with this person. You know, I feel like I see this incredible connection. It's filled with the things that I feel are most important in relationships. So, I mean, this is huge. You know, it's the foundation is friendship, loyalty, compatibility, you know, honesty, being on the same page, showing up. You know, this is a type of person that doesn't just show up in the good days. They show up in the bad days as well. And that's important. You know, and like I said, that family, feeling very comfortable with this person very quickly. You know, it's quite random, though. It seems quite random, but, you know, it kind of feels like it came out of nowhere. Like, where did they come from? Like, what is happening right now? But like I said, once you thought you figured them out, once you feel like you know what this person has to offer, they switch it up another gear. You know, you keep seeing, I always talk about this, and I talk about how you can be in love with a lot of people in life. You can fall in love with multiple people. One of the things that I feel, and this is just me personally, let me know in the comments what you feel if you think I'm way off. I don't think I am. I feel like with true love, it's falling in love over and over again with the same person. You know, through them surprising you, or just showing up, just being there, listening, helping, contributing, making you laugh when you're down, making you forget about the world and the bullshit. And like I said, as we started off, I mean, I feel like a little bit of a anxious energy, feeling like you have too much on your plate, and then all of a sudden this other person comes in feeling like you need an extra set of hands, and here we are. Here you are. Anyway, I like it. I like it a lot. With this person, we have Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. We have Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. We have Taurus, Gemini, and Aquarius. I think I said that. If I didn't, Gemini and Aquarius. Sometimes we just get this happily shocked. We meet someone and they seem great, and sometimes we even like in the back of our mind thinking, okay, what's going to be this person's red flag? What's this person's damage going to be, and can I handle it? This person seems too damn good to be true, so they can't be. And then all of a sudden, they just keep surprising you. Happily surprised, which is nice for a change. Other than finding out that your person you thought was perfect has another family somewhere, or feeling like you're with the perfect person and then all of a sudden they ghost you. That type of shit happens every day. This type doesn't happen every day, but it sure as hell feels really good. I always talk about that. I talk about how a good friend of mine, he's a Pisces, and he's always just fallen in love with the wrong people, and he's always like, when am I going to find the right one? And why do I got to go through all this shit? I'm like, well, to be fair, without heartbreak, would joy feel as good? Does the sun feel as good if we didn't have the night? And it's just, would you enjoy something if you didn't have the other? It's the yin and the yang, you know what I mean? Like, you got to have both sides of things. It's balance in life. And I honestly feel like I told him, I said, you went through a lot of heartbreaks, so when you find that one, it's going to be incredible. It's almost like you've paid your dues. And that's, I talked about this as well, is there's those three loves in life. I've talked about this. I'm sorry for all those people that heard me talk about this a million times before, but it's a theory that I truly believe in. There's that first love. It's that puppy love. Usually in school, you have that first experience. I call it your introduction to love. And you just kind of find out about love. You experience it. Then there's that second love. And that second love is going to be the most painful, but the most, you're going to learn the most from it. It's going to hurt like shit. There's no easy way to go through that. But it's going to hurt. But it'll also teach you a lot of what you do want, what you don't want, what you will stand for, what you won't stand for. It kind of, it's liberating at the end. After you make it through, it's liberating. And then there's that third love. That's the real love. That's the one that finds you. And generally, it's when you least expect it. Now, like I said, not to say you're not going to have many loves, but there's going to be those three that stick out to you. Most of you already know the puppy love. most of you probably already know the really shitty one. Now it's time to experience the third and the final. I was telling him that actually, and he was like, "It kind of sounds like the that Christmas Carol, the Ghost of Christmas Past, Present, and Future." But yeah, like I said, sometimes it finds you, and it may come in a form that you don't even expect it to. You know, like me growing up, I always had a type. I thought I had a type of the girl that my dream girl. You know, what she would look like, all these things. And when I met Rose, I fell hopelessly in love. And she was nothing really like any of the girls I thought I would. You know, she wasn't quite like what I thought I was looking for. But she found me, and we found each other. And almost 17 years later, we're still going. You know, I wasn't, and the funny thing is, I wasn't even looking for it, and I found it. It's kind of like one of those things, you know, when you're looking for something, you can never find it, and then one day you're not looking for it, you find that thing you were looking for. You know, it's a fickle thing, but anyway, like I said before, appreciate you, love you, and I hope you have a great holidays. Like I said, full hearts and full bellies. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.